ex keeps asking me for money and I don't want to upset her. What should I do? Hi, I'm Bill Farias, founder of Farias Family Law. And this question came up about 3 weeks ago. I met with a gentleman who's been divorced now for 6 years. And his wife, within the last about 6 months, has been asking him for extra contributions in addition to the support he was already paying. And so the problem for this guy was or is that his earnings have increased significantly. And so he's afraid that if he shuts her off and he says no to her, that she's going to rush to court to file a modification and he's going to be worse off after the modification. So the best way to handle this is, if you are getting requests for additional contributions, you need to have the issue assessed as soon as possible. You need to talk to a reliable attorney who is going to crunch the numbers for you and help you figure out what your exposure is. So there are different sort of phases of the case that are analyzed differently. For example, if you are not yet divorced and your ex is asking you for certain expenses, that's going to be one type of analysis, because the attorney is going to have to consider the possibility that in addition to alimony and or child support, the judge will order or could possibly order you to make additional contributions for other items, for example, helping to pay for the mortgage. However, if you're already divorced, then that's a different analysis. And it's more straightforward in the sense that the attorney can then assess whether the other side would be entitled to a modification, and if so, what this new number will look like. And so the reason that that's so important is it obviously helps to compare what you're being asked to contribute to what your potential exposure might be. And so if you talk to an attorney can help you crunch those numbers so that if these requests are reasonable and fall under what you would be paying with a modification, then you may want to manage that situation and make some of these contributions so that you can ward off a modification filing. If, on the other hand, the other party's not entitled to a modification, then you may be in a position where you can say, hey, you know what? Sorry, I'm not able to help you. And at least you will do that knowing that your exposure is capped, or that you have no exposure, ideally. So that's how you should think about this. You don't automatically want to say, go pound sand, because you might end up in a worse situation if that person files a modification. So the best thing to do is find a reliable attorney who's going to help you crunch the numbers. Even if you have to pay a little bit for an assessment, it's usually money well invested, because you want to be able to handle this properly. It may end up saving you a lot of money long term. If you have any other questions, you can call us at 508-675-0464. You can email us at info@fariasfamilylaw.com. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to our channel and share it with anyone you think might benefit from it. And you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Farias Family Law. Thank you. Have a good day.